and welcome to Blades and Banners, a Tales of the Valiant actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Eric, what happened last time?
We talked a lot.
There was much to talk about.
We went and spoke to... We docked both of the ships, went and spoke to Lesh Durga about what went down, gave her the star compass, and also explained that we killed Lynn Ashford. And basically we're presented with a fork in the road of either continuing our assault on Riptide and the Ashfords, or investigating the star compass and figuring out the next steps on that, because we found out that it can lead to Trebaz Sonara, which is the first island that humans settled on, allegedly. And it's totally inapproachable unless you have the star compass, allegedly. So, after much discussion and going back and forth, we decided, why not attempt to do both at the same time instead of making a choice, which is not at all the habit and tendency with this group of players, to refuse to make a decision when a decision is presented before us. And that's where we're at.
¿Por qué no los dos? Yeah.
Aquí.
Wait, why not the two of them here?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I don't know why that.
Okay.
I think that was Eric not speaking Spanish.
Bruh.
Nailed it.
Jail.
Yeah.
Right to jail.
Nailed it.
Send Mia to jail.
Bro cooked.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you for playing.
Give her psychic damage now.
So, it will take another day or so to get your ship ready to face action if that comes upon you. And so what does the crew do with about a day and a half to kill on 7th?
Orin needs to go meditate, pray, reflect, who knows, but this Vaboda situation has got to get resolved. So Orin's probably going to go home for a bit and try to figure some stuff out.
Not back to the Church of the Silver Flame?
Aw.
That was a sovereign host shrine, thank you. And
Oh right, he was going to find
Yes.
you a priest of the Silver Flame. That's right.
Yes, just casting a wide net. But that might become part of it, but Orin's just going to try to talk to Svoboda initially, and then if Svoboda's being a wang about it, he'll go try to get an exercise.
Outstanding. Okay, so Orin's going home to meditate. What about the rest of you all?
I'm off to fill in Mom and Dad with everything that's happened and then what our current plan is so that they know anybody's invited to go. But
I think Sohino would want to go with and meet Ellie Wise's family, and also take a visit to oh my goodness, what is the vet's name?
Serafina,
yes, and just make sure Aggie's okay after all of the... Aggie was in a couple of fights, so get her checked up.
Sure. And what of our artificer?
Unfortunately, I don't think Finian has anything really urgent to do.
Go
Kind
start
of a little
something.
bit itchy at the idea of wanting to just get to. So he is going to spend some time back in his on-land workshop, tuning some things he's wanting to try to get working on his armor.
Okay. Cool. Let's go to the Togglebraid residence. Anyways, what does your house on 7th look like?
It's because 7th is volcanic, then it can't quite look this way, but think like sort of Hobbit hole adjacent. So whatever greenery they can grow is in the windowsills, and there's lots of windows on the front of the house. So mom and dad like meet us at the door. They always know who's coming. And when someone's there, there's an attempt to put some green into this space, but it is just comfort. They have a lot of like overstuffed chairs. None of them actually match. Mom has a much larger dining room table than gnomes need. Like just in case there's a mismatched set of plates. So just a variety of sizes.
Outstanding. Yeah. So you two are approaching, and mom and dad are come out onto the porch, waving as the two of you approach, and your dad walks up, comes down the path to greet you, hugs Ellie Wise, looks up, says, "Oh, gee, you're a big fella."
This is Sahina.
Oh, hey, Sahina. Any friend of Ellie Wise is welcome here.
So Haina is holding onto her tail with one hand and leaning down and goes to offer a big paw to shake.
Mr. Togglebraid shakes your hand up and down, Sahina, and says, "It's so very nice to meet you. Ellie Wise has told us all about the crew and all your many adventures," and he's sort of drawing you towards the house as this is going on, and Mum hugs Ellie Wise and then draws you in, and you can smell that cooking has already been going on in this house, and you were both kind of pushed towards big mismatched chairs in the living room, while Mum goes into the kitchen and comes back with a plate of muffins.
Ooh, thank you.
Are these the heart muffins?
They are one of them, yes.
Oh.
She does make the best.
A little bit of tail waggling that starts to bang things, and then holds her.
And you are each handed over muffins. Well, what brings you home today, Ellie Wise?
Oh, we just got back from our trip, and it was a lot. We did a lot. And then she sits down in a chair and just goes through all of it, and then turns to Sahina. If she has anything to add, or correct. Definitely didn't get all of the details right. But.
Oh, I think, did you tell them about our eyes?
Oh.
Ooh, look at that. You seem to have swapped eyes.
We did. 'Cause we both died.
Yeah, as she said.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you had that. Okay.
When you go and get involved with hags, any number of things can happen.
Yeah.
Orrin thinks that hags are bad. And this one seemed rather nice. Do y'all have any insight to offer
Well,
there?
Yes,
They did
please.
bring. She did bring us back.
Mr. Talgabraid leans back in the chair and takes a draw on this big, ridiculously ornate pipe. Well, now, hags are a bit of an enigma. Are they bad? Are they good? Like a lot of things from the Feywild, it's not quite that simple. They sort of have their own ideas of bad and good, and those ideas might not be quite the same for all of us. And so I might not say all hags are bad, but I'd be cautious around any hag that I met.
Would it be bad to make them a hat, do you think?
Is the hat made out of you?
Oh no, that's a good, no, although that...
You're probably all right then. It's never a very good idea to give a hag any part of yourself.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
There's just all manner of mischief they could get up to with it.
Is that just physical things? Or if I gave the hag like a fear or secret of mine, would that have been bad?
Well, it lets them into your mind a little bit.
Ooh. I did that.
Oh. Well, I suppose it very much depends on whether this here hag that you've met is of a mischievous type.
How exciting. I guess we'll find out.
Life is a glorious adventure.
And
Bruh.
y'all have been safe here?
Oh yes, we've been very safe. Nothing troubling us here. There were some small troubles. They said over on over at Black Reef, but something to do with the elementals and the magman. But it seemed like that got resolved. So yeah, we're doing well here.
Well, that really is a relief. I'm very happy to hear that.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Sahina. And sounds like you're off again soon.
Yep. We're just here for the day.
Well, we're always happy to have you home as often as we can, but we know you have very important piracy to carry out on behalf of Leshturga.
Thank you. She digs in her hair and she picks out just a leaf for each of them. I saw these and I thought you would like them.
They both take them as if they are just treasures, and tuck them away. Our Eliwise is always so thoughtful.
I try. Oh, Sahai and I have the best parents.
I can tell. You really do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should give them something too. Would that be okay? Can I give you something?
Ooh, well, I don't know that I've ever had someone ask me permission to give me a gift. But sure, if you like.
So Haina rummages through her bag, and honestly, she just finds a button, like a very large button.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely, dearie.
That is a very nice gift.
Mrs. Togglebreed takes it and carries it over and says, and you can see that the house is just full, I imagine, of knickknacks. There's just the contents of, oh, that looks interesting at the antique shop. Fill the house. So as you two sit back in your comfortable chairs with muffins and mugs of hot cocoa, regaling a very appreciative audience with your adventures, we transition to Oren's house. So Oren, what's up?
Oren gets back to his place and just kind of sits in the living area and just starts thinking to himself okay, what's happened back there, and how can we resolve this conflict? Because when we're in danger, I can't have my hands shackled, or else people die. And then you decide to come out and be reckless when Sahina's life is in danger. So we need to figure this out. And maybe you won't answer me, and maybe I'm just sitting here talking to myself.
Have the documents been prepared?
No, the documents have not been prepared.
I see. How am I to judge the justice of your cause?
We are beholden. I am beholden to Leshterga. You know this. You've been around me enough to know that her bidding is what I must do. And so, Riptide wishes to attack us and tear down that which we hold dear. So we cannot wait until we are attacked before we strike back. Sometimes justice has to be dealt out preemptively.
But is this justice if it requires you to do her bidding arbitrarily and without regard for truth?
Come now, Svoboda, truth is all relative when it comes to the rightness and wrongness in piracy, don't you think? Everyone thinks that they are right. Everyone thinks that their cause is just. Not everyone can be correct. So you have to stake your claim in that which you believe and hold to that as true. Leshterga took me in when no one else would. She has protected me when no one else would. And so I owe her my life. I owe her a debt that can never be repaid. And so I must continue trying to repay it insofar as I can.
This is not precisely true.
How so?
This is complicated. I sense that you would prefer to look at someone. And Svoboda will manifest and step out of you and turn around and look at you.
Now I understand why the others like you so much. You are a very impressive figure.
I was intended to be so.
So, how is it complicated, Svoboda? How is my perception of things incorrect?
You were and were not raised by Leshterga.
Up to a point. I mean, there was a time before her when others took care of me and educated me, but it hit a point where my choices were either to be an assassin for a cause I did not believe in, to a father that abandoned me, or be here.
Those memories are only, in a sense, yours.
What does that mean? Of course those memories are, in a sense, mine.
In another sense, they are not.
Whose are they?
Orin de Wyverns.
Did you inhabit the wrong body? Because that's who you're talking to.
I was not intended to inhabit your body.
Yeah, that's... I mean, sure, let's get into that. Why are you inhabiting my body?
I find this place interesting.
Okay.
I find you interesting. Your complete and utter lack of consistent moral guidance, your disregard for formality and sometimes even basic decency, your reckless abandonment of good sense. It is fascinating.
Sure, yes, fascinating. What I don't understand is... Why me? Because it seems like I woke up one day and you were influencing my ability to exist in the world. And then one day you decided to manifest. And I just don't understand what your... Curiosity as a passenger is one thing, but you've started acting out.
I am an agent of the perfect order.
Okay. So you are an agent, so you're operating on behalf of this perfect order?
No.
Are there others of your kind inhabiting bodies?
No. I do not believe so.
So why you?
Have you recently been injured? I believe I explained this moments ago.
I'm not talking about your personal curiosity. I'm talking about why are you the one... Why aren't you with others of your kind? Did you leave voluntarily? To branch out on your own?
Yes.
Okay.
I was intended to do something else about you.
About me? What is...
Yes.
What were you intended to do about me?
I was intended to resolve you.
There are many different implications in that sentence. What do you
are
mean
a
by
violation of order.
Me personally?
Yes.
How am I... I can't be the greatest violation of order in the world.
You are dead, but you are not dead.
Okay, yeah, sure. I should. That was some time ago, though.
Yes.
So wait, you. So you came to hunt me after I was brought back.
Brought over.
Why do you make semantics so confusing? What? So.
Language is orderly.
God.
It has rules.
All right. So I said brought back. You said brought over.
Correct.
What is wrong? Because I was alive. I was here. My soul presumably went somewhere else.
Wyvern was here and alive.
I am still Orin de Wyvern.
You are now Orin de Wyvern.
I was always Orin de Wyvern.
No.
Who was I before I was Orin de Wyvern?
Orin Irwinar.
Okay. Yeah. You and words. Son of a goose. Yes, I was Orin Iranon. Now I'm Orin de Wyvern. I'm still the same person, regardless of name. I changed it.
The Orin de Wyvern did have a claim to the name Orin Irwinarn. You, however, bore the name Orin Irwinarn for the greater part of, for the entirety of your life.
That's incorrect, though.
It is not.
Do you... I'm trying to remember if Orin gave the journal to Ellie Wise in perpetuity or if he still has it. The one that he wrote in. Or that his handwriting was in.
I think Ellie Wise has it.
So, I had this flash of a memory recently. Well, a flash of someone else's memory. Where I was writing in a journal saying lost, lost, lost over and over and over again. You probably saw it because you're in here. I also found that journal on a ghost ship not too long ago. So are you telling me that Orin Irwanon wrote in that journal and I experienced that memory?
Orin Irwanon wrote that journal. Ship log, to be precise.
Yes, fair. So why don't I remember being Orin Irwanon?
When Orin Irwanon died, something, not me, something, moved you to Orin de Wyvern upon his death.
Then why aren't we both dead? And is there an Orin Irwanon running around that was an Orin de Wyvern?
There is not.
Do you know anything about how that came to be? Or were you just sent to hunt me down because it had happened?
I was sent to resolve this violation of the proper order of things. I do not know how or the motivation behind whatever entity chronally translocated you.
Wouldn't that imply a time difference? And
yes,
but it's not time, is it? It's parallel.
It is strange, but Orin de Wyvern died some time in the future from now.
But I'm Orin. Wait, so... Hold on.
Sorry, Orin Irwinon. Sorry, I said the wrong one. That was me.
Okay.
Orin Irwinon died somewhat in the future. Orin Duwinon
I was about to have to get some yarn out.
Died several years in the past. Whatever did so took Orin Irwinon and moved him. And that's you.
So why can't I remember being Orin Irwinon?
I assume that your brain has scabbed it over to prevent you from going insane. Human minds are extremely good at not understanding things that it would be hurtful to understand.
Okay. So, given all of that being true, let's say.
It is.
Fine. How are you finding this ride along? Is your curiosity being satisfied? Are you
It is
confused?
Unlike anything I have experienced.
Okay.
You seem to do things with no regard for logic or sequence of event.
There is an internal logic to it that I will grant you from an external perspective may be difficult to follow.
There is something in your mind that you perceive as logic.
Thank you for repeating what I just said. So, are you willing to accept that while you may not understand the logic or morality or truth of my actions, that there is, at least from my perspective, a logic, a sense of morality and duty, and a sense of truth to what we do?
You seem to present truth as interpretable rather than what just is. That is fascinating.
Like I said, it's the life of a pirate is a confusing one.
Like some invention of Kithri. Much of my mind revolts against it.
I would argue, and I'm going to take some liberty with what Orin knows because Orin was somewhat educated.
Sure.
I would argue it's not of Kithri, but rather it's more along the lines of Thalanis. There's always an internal logic to it, even if they differ from story to story.
Interesting. There has been a conversation among the Perfect Order as to whether Thalanis should be eradicated for precisely this reason. But that is countermanded by Thalanis being integral to the fabric of the universe, and you do not understand. Very well. Yes, I
was agreeing. Yes, it is all part of a perfect order, as it were. Anyway, continue.
Yes, I suppose it is contingent that for this excursion to continue, you must have freedom of action. I can accept this.
Excellent. I will work on getting documentation from the others, but until that time.
That would be appreciated.
Yes. So,
I will withdraw now. This conversation has been exhausting.
we are finally agreeing on something.
Svoboda turns around, backs into you, and then fades.
has to be a less invasive way for that to happen.
Okay, go take a bath.
It's like you're covered in ectoplasm every time, Ghostbusters style. What is Finian working on? What do we see Finian tinkering on?
Finian did not get the results that he had wanted from his armor, as it had changed colors when he was attacked with different elements, but they didn't line up correctly. And so the way it would look to see the progress is that he's now got uniformity in color on all major plates of the armor. And what he's basically spending his time doing is beating the crap out of it and resetting it. Almost like a calibration, but an elemental calibration. Because he knows that his formula was correct, and just had to have made a mistake in the application.
Okay.
And so he's trying to fine tune getting his absorption element actually enacted on the armor, which will help him be a little bit more resilient than he has been in the future. And it's got on the places that receive damage, it's starting to look, as he ends his process, like it's being, the energy of the attack is being met preemptively by the armor. There's almost like an aura that reaches out to meet those attacks. And that's what he is slaving away over back in the workshop.
Cool. So all of you, Sohina, you're absolutely invited to stay the night at the Toggle Braids, if you choose to. But obviously you can also go have Aggie checked out by Serafina. The good news being that Aggie is in great health.
Yay.
And seems to have taken no real harm from any of her exploits. The next day, about noon, Corvin informs you all that the ship is ready, and you are hurried aboard, and are able to set forth.
Hooray.
So we are bound for Rowan Point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Rowan Point is not a far journey. It takes you just pretty much, you arrive late at night, and are able to go ashore and find rooms, or else sleep on the ship. The next morning, would you guys go into town, or would you sleep on the ship?
We got there late. Probably stay on the ship, I would think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The next morning, standing at the foot of the gangplank is Ro Farwind. In
Hello. Good morning.
captain's hat and finery. It has
Looking
been
spiffy this morning.
I always look spiffy, for the record. It has been
Take the
far too
compliment.
long. And what are you doing here?
Well met.
It's been a crazy couple of weeks. I will fill you in on all of it, but we are tragically here to see your mother.
Aunt.
Thank you. Sorry.
All right. Well, let's go.
Indeed. What
Kiss
have
your
you been
mute.
up to?
Your hat
Still can't. Oh,
is just as spectacular as Sohina described.
Right?
Yeah, it is pretty good, right?
How have your past couple weeks been?
Dull.
No more logging disputes?
No. Hasn't been a red cap scene.
Has
Sorry
she
for that.
got you doing more administrative tasks, prepping you?
Yes. We did. Catalog. Had to learn how to how to run the ledger for the port. Had to learn. She has me learning the colors of every principality and sea lord in the Lazar Sea.
That's a lot.
It's exhausting.
I would imagine so.
And also, do you know how unimaginative pirates are? Do you know how many variations of something's head with swords crossed behind it I have learned?
At least 7.
They are a predictable bunch.
I wish.
Well, we attacked and sank a ship, took some prisoners. Then we took a ship and returned it to our port after destroying its crew, and we found an ancient artifact. So that's what we've been up to. And these two made friends
Equally
with the Vampire
tedious,
Lord. But,
boring.
Vampire
Might do.
Lord.
well, I'm convinced, but
Oh, you were in Vale.
yes, it's a dreadful place. Though some
You
people
know
say
him?
it's-
He's just on the other side of the island, yeah. I've been over there a couple of times. We have a running part here as to whether or not he is in fact a vampire. I don't know how we're going to figure it out who wins. My money's on not just because the odds were worse. So the payout's better.
That's fair, but I think you're going to
Yeah,
lose that.
that's a good
wager.
idea.
Do you?
Well, not until someone figures out how to settle it.
Do you know if vampires can make really great pancakes?
He didn't make our pancakes.
I know. Everybody keeps saying that. I know. I'm just saying he's in control of the whole house and I just really want more pancakes. They're very good.
But
I've never eaten
do you not
pancakes
feel-
there.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you not feel like you're diminishing the work of the chef who actually makes the pancakes by attributing them to his lord/prisoner or warden? I guess.
I don't think you make pancakes like that if you're a prisoner.
There you go.
What? Or an Infinity and just share a look.
We're gonna need to pick our battles a little finer here on out, mate.
So that's what we've been up to.
Right, and that sort of thing is
Also-
just entirely unfair.
Well, and I also
2
lost an eye.
ancient
Thank
artifacts.
you for not bringing it up rudely. Unlike some people, he looks at Sahina.
Right.
I just figured you were jealous of my hat and trying to, find some way to stand out.
Nope, a hag ripped it out. So
He couldn't let me have a thing. That's what it is.
See, we need a nemesis. That's what it is. We need a nemesis.
you can have one of ours.
Everyone feels just a little unsettled by Aunt Sylvia, but no one really hates her, and so it's just unsettlement. There's no nemesis trying to bring her down, and so there's no one for me to go out and carry out a vendetta against.
Well,
Do you want your people to hate your aunt?
No.
no,
I
I
want
an
people
outside
of someone
force to hate
else,
them.
some other principality to hate my aunt, so that I have someone to go and attack and defend against and, be a good buccaneer.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Instead of
sense.
Harbor administrator.
We do have the Ashwoods to deal with a lot. Speaking of the Ashwoods, have any of the ships come through lately?
Yeah, a couple of their merchant vessels stopped here last week, making a run south towards Kabara. I think they were going to get a shipment of dragon shards from one of the mines there.
Right. We are aware of that trade line.
It's a good contract. Normally that sort of thing goes to Lyrindar. Ugh, I sound like a harbor administrator. Good contract.
It suits you well, bro. It suits you well.
Hate it.
Not everyone can be out there swashbuckling. Some people have to keep the ships running on time. Orin says with a smirk.
Oh, look, here we are. Leads you up to the manor house on the hill and thumps a couple of times on the door before opening it. Well, she's upstairs in the observatory as usual. And she starts to lead you upstairs and down the hall of Farwind lords, portraits looking down at you from the walls. Well, Sylvia, Travis
Hello.
gives you here again.
Hail.
Sylvia Farwind turns, still dressed in similarly to last time you saw her, in a long black gown that matches her sort of long hair that flows down her back. Looks at you with just, again, the intensity of the way that she looks at you is, even if you've seen it before, startling. And she holds each of you for a moment, and then to the next, and then to the next, and then to the next. Welcome.
Hail.
Hello.
We come to you today to speak on a topic we think you might be the closest to an expert that we are of acquaintance with. I'd like to talk to you of the stars.
Ah. And what of them?
We've heard tell of an artifact, I think we'd call it, that has recently been of interest to many people. It's called the Star Compass. We're trying to learn what it is that might be sought after with such an item, that it would cause the disruption that it has.
What would you do with such an artifact?
I don't mean to be snide, but that's literally what we're here to learn. We've no idea what said artifact is used for or capable of or intended to do. And so we're trying to see what sort of involvement we need, or what's at risk with it being procured.
Very well. Show me this artifact.
We hadn't
Did we
discussed
bring
whether or
it?
not we were outright trusting and handing this over. That's why I was trying to be obtuse. Yeah, all right. Finian produces it.
She takes it in her hand and holds it, staring at it for a long moment, and then makes a couple of adjustments on it and a star map, as you saw before, projects out of it. And she looks at it and nods.
Is there sense made to you of this?
Oh, yes.
Are we naive to not have recognized what we're seeing here?
No. No, it would have surprised me very much if any of you could understand and interpret how to make use of this. She makes a couple of adjustments on it, and the stars shift and forward and backwards. She just shifts in different positions. I can teach you how to use this to reach Trebes Sinara when the time comes for you to do so.
We would be much obliged for that. Could you, not to overstep your kindness here, tell us why we would go to Trebas Sonara?
That answer lies within. Everyone who seeks Trebas Sonara does so for their own reasons.
What
I
are
have
some
conditions.
reasons why someone would? Sorry.
Some simply want treasure. Some want to claim artifacts connected to Lazar. A sword, a crown, a spyglass. And use them to drape themselves in her grandeur. But why you would go, why Leshturga might send you, that is another matter.
You speak of this place as though there would be cause to go for other than simply material gain or left behind relics.
The four of you share a ship, share adventures, share dangers, and yet I hazard that each of you has a different reason at heart for being a pirate. Material gain, adventure, curiosity, to prove something to yourself or someone else, to escape a past you'd rather not think of, or a future you thought you were bound to.
And are you saying people go to that island in an attempt to find those things?
Possibly. Anyone who goes there finds more than they expect.
And why don't they return from there? Is it the fatalities allure, or are they
It is not a
still
place
there?
for the faint of heart.
When we return to Leshturga, she will certainly ask if the legends of this compass are true. Is this a way to proceed safely onto the island?
This is Lazar's compass. And yes, it is a way to proceed safely to the island.
Can you teach it? Teach us how to use it?
I can. I have conditions.
What would those be?
When you go, you will take Ro.
Done.
She has something to do there. That is my condition. I do not need any of the treasures, the artifacts, the glory. But you will take Ro, so that she may have the opportunity to do what she must.
Very well.
I would like to be clear. Will we be responsible for Ro?
No.
Will she try to kill one of us? Any of us?
How would I know?
Well, you knew the answer to the last question. Are you sending her to harm us?
No.
Okay.
Will she want to go?
I expect she will go.
That wasn't what I asked.
Are we taking her or are we welcoming her?
She will accompany you. In her ship.
Speaking freely here, friends. Are we in agreement on this?
I have no problem bringing Ro along. She's a good time.
Yeah, Orin already said yes on our behalf.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I like Ro, okay? I don't mind bringing her along.
As do I, which is why I think there should be pause, but...
I've got 2.
You have 4.
Yep, right.
I never count that one.
I never count the one. How were you going to finish that sentence?
I never count the ones on the ground because I don't look at them. Okay, but
This was so heavy. Serious.
if we're speaking freely, I think Lady Farwin, and she bows to Lady Farwin and then turns back to the crew. I think she was doing that thing you were talking about, Finian, where she was saying things that without saying things.
Yes.
That is well read, in fact, yes.
Okay.
And you
Can
can
I roll
tell
insight?
Sure.
I would
from
like to roll that
the way.
as well.
Wow.
For 22.
She is hard to read.
Ooh.
Yep.
You can tell sometimes from the type of speech when someone is not like to come off the rest of the words. Their thoughts will stay their own.
I'm not the best at reading people on a good day, but one thing I do know about people is nothing makes them happier than when people talk about them when they're in the same room with them like they're not there.
Oh, good. Okay, because I was hoping she would be upset. Okay, that's good.
You
to
were
know.
hoping she would be upset. What?
What did I say? I was
You did. Right.
hoping thinking she would be upset.
I'm certain she understands the complications, and Finian looks past Sahaina to Lady Farwin. The complications of
She's examining the
conversation.
compass. You all are clearly having your own little conference, and so she's examining the compass and moving it through its paces.
So then, we are in agreement with your conditions.
Oh,
Which is
You're
good,
talking
because
to
I've
me
already
again.
agreed to them. Yes, we are.
very well. Then come here and let me show you the compass. She walks over to a table, and you can see that there is a. She clears away some papers that are star charts, and there's a highly elaborate map that seems to display the orbit of the planes around the material plane. and she sets the map, the compass down on the table. This outer ring rotates to find when you are. She moves the compass. You can see there are very strange runes along it. She moves the outer ring. There. This is today. And you can see the stars, and for the first time, they look familiar.
Mm.
And when she positions it there, the dial, the needle on the compass, moves. And then she moves the dial again. This is tomorrow. And everything moves ever so slightly. And she advances it forward and forward and forward a little bit, and then brings it back to today. The key is to tell the compass when it is, and then let the compass guide you through the reefs.
That makes sense.
I don't think we'd ever have gotten there ourselves.
You can, in theory, make a chart in advance by adjusting to the day you expect to arrive at Trebaz Sinara, and then moving forward from there and observing the way the needle moves to the different points of the compass tell you your turns. Gives you your heading at different points. So, in theory, if you know when you intend to arrive at Trebaz Sinara, could create a chart guiding you through the reefs and storms.
Interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
You are well known for your knowledge of the stars, which is obviously why we came to you to talk through all this. I noticed that the planes are also a part of this map. Do you have great familiarity with those and their interactions?
I have studied the world extensively.
Interesting.
Did you? Very well.
I may call upon you in the future to talk through some things, but for now, it's best to remain focused.
Indeed. Some things require time to absorb the full truth.
Indeed.
Now,
Anyway,
is there aught else
Can I
I can
try?
do for you? Can you try what?
The moving it.
Of course.
You
She
made it
slides
look
the
so
compass over to
easy,
you.
but. All right. So Ellywise moves it to see if she
Make
can
a
get stars that she
survival
recognizes.
check.
16.
16. You do manage to get the compass to show today.
Cool. Okay. Really does what you
Alright.
say it does.
It does. Now, when you go, Ro will go with you.
yes.
I suspect she will try to go with you early. She has outgrown much of this.
Is she unhappy?
Yes. She is reaching a point where she will have to find her own way towards destiny. But for now, as they say, good luck go with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She nods as you head out of the manor house, and are guided by Ro back down to the docks.
Was Ro in there for the whole conversation?
No, she waited outside.
So, what does she have you working on next?
I don't know. Something accounting related, I'm sure.
Well,
That was fast.
good luck with it.
Hope she solved what you're up to.
Yes. She offered some insights, and we'll be back before too long. We'll have follow-up and need to continue to work with her, but maybe we can pull you away one of these times from your duties.
Look, if there is piracy going on, it is absolutely the act of a friend to tell me about it, so
Well,
I can accompany you.
Those merchant vessels that head down to Gabar, we might need to go harangue them a bit, but...
Yes, absolutely. Let's.
Give us some time to talk about our next steps, but I promise we won't leave port without letting you know where we're headed.
You bloody well better not.
All right, I told you. Yes.
Good. And she grins and smacks Orin on the back as you all make your way back to your ship to set the sails and head off on the hunt, sailing into open conflict with the Riptide Principality. And that is where we will leave our story for a while. Dear viewers, our little corners of the world be crazy. And so we are going to, there at the spot where I was already kind of cut part 1 in our playlist, we're going to call that a season finale. And we will pick up probably in a couple of months with the ongoing conflict with the Riptide as it reaches a higher pitch than it has been up to now. We'll return with our player characters at level 5. Yeah. And don't worry, in the meantime, we're going to be running some smaller adventures to just continue playing together, probably with some portion of us, maybe not all of us at the same time. Eric's theatering again, so probably not Eric for most of these things.
Whatever.
But yeah, so there will still be stories here on the channel, but Blades and Banners will be on a break for a couple of months and return probably at the beginning of November at our first anniversary.
Yay.
Until then, if you want to get in touch with us, do so in comments or over on the Discord, the link to which you can find in the description, along with links to all the other wonderful things done by these lovely people. New episodes from Tales from the Laughing Tree come out on Mondays, and Q&As are on some Fridays. And until next time, thanks for rolling with us.
Bye.